Advanced revenue management, viewing revenue recognition plans. Alright, so 7.1, viewing plans. Sweet answer 49239. Here we go, 49239. You can view detailed information for each revenue recognition plan. The revenue recognition plan record includes a header and a minimum of 2 subtabs. The planned revenue subtabs includes the recognition details by accounting period. For more information, see plans. The other default subtab contains the system notes, depending on the other feature and preferences enabled in your account. You may have more subtabs, right? So minimum of 2, but you may have more. To view a revenue recognition plan, go to Lists, Accounting, Revenue Recognition Plans. Alright, so Lists, Accounting, Revenue Recognition Plans. Alright, and there are our revenue recognition plans. So let's go and open this first one on the list here. Alright, and so now when we get to these fields, you will notice that all these fields are in here somewhere. Right? So there you can see created from. So I will be going through all of these in a minute. Sorry, and let me just show you. Right, so here you've got planned revenue tab and system notes. You also have a workflow, so you've got 3 here. You can also view revenue plans for a specific revenue arrangement or element. After revenue plans are created, individual revenue arrangements include a View Revenue Plans button. The button opens a pop-up window with a list of revenue plans for the arrangement. Alright, so if I just quickly show you what that looks like. So let's say, oops, sorry, I want to be there. So if I open the first revenue arrangement here, then you will see this button that they're talking about, View Revenue Plans. There's the button, and if you click that, you can see the revenue plan, and there you can see whether you're looking at forecast or you're looking at actual, and there it changes. You can see it changes right there. Okay. The window includes a revenue plan type filter, so actual forecast that I just showed you. To view revenue plans for a specific revenue element on the revenue arrangement, go to the revenue recognition plan column for the revenue element. Alright, so there you go. The column has an icon. When you click the icon, the pop-up window Update Revenue Recognition Plans opens with a list of revenue plans for that element. This window also includes a revenue plan type filter. Click the link in the number column to open the revenue plan record. Alright, so if we go and look at this revenue element, remember these are all revenue, there's just one here, but this is where you see your revenue elements. And there you can see revenue recognition plan and the icon. So if I click that icon, then I'm going to see the plan for just this one element rather than for the whole arrangement. Alright, so let's now look at the fields. Right, so accounting book, this field appears only when multi-book accounting. I don't have it, so I don't have this one. Number, revenue plans are identified by number rather than name. The revenue plan number is configured on the other subtab of the Set Auto-Generated Numbers page. If you go and look at my YouTube channel under my Simple Setup series, you will see there's a video where I discuss Setup Auto-Generated Numbers. Creation triggered by, link to the record that created the revenue recognition plan. So we go here. So there it is, creation triggered by, and it shows you the element there, right? Created from, link to the source revenue element, I just showed you that. Revenue recognition rule, link to the revenue recognition rule used to create the plan. Alright, so there's the revenue recognition rule, and this plan is using the default usage, which is one of the default rules. Alright, Following fields from the revenue rule are also included in the plan for convenience. For an explanation of the fields, revenue recognition rule field reference. Right, so there's all the rules related to your revenue recognition rule. Revenue recognition start date, that's obvious. End date, obvious. Amount, the total revenue amount included in the plan. Right. Contract acquisition cost, you'll see in my previous video around advanced cost amortization, I discussed these fields. Parent line currency, revenue recognition plan currency. This is the same as the subsidiary base currency. When multi-book accounting is enabled, it is the base currency for the accounting book and subsidiary. Hold revenue recognition. If you want to hold revenue recognition and not have the journals post. Item is the item on the invoice or the sales order. Comments, you can make comments on the plan. Exchange rate, this is for the plan. This is the exchange rate between the source currency and the base currency. The exchange rate may not be the same as the exchange rate on the linked revenue element if the revenue element has participated in a merge. Calculate the plan exchange rate, divide the amount on the plan by the revenue amount on the linked revenue element. Remaining deferred balance, the total revenue amount less the total recognized as of the current date in the revenue recognition plan currency. This field does not appear on forecast plans. Total recognized, revenue recognized as of the current date. Remaining deferred cost balance, the total deferred expense less the total amortized in the revenue recognition plan currency. Total amortized, the total deferred expense that has been amortized to date in the revenue recognition plan. Right, so let's go back for a second. So here you can see there's really nothing's happened on this particular plan. Right, status, really important. Current status of the revenue plan can be one of the following. Not started, no revenue has been recognized yet. In progress, some revenues has been recognized, but not all. On hold, some revenues may or may not have been recognized. No additional revenue can be recognized until the hold is removed. Complete, all revenue has been recognized for this revenue plan. So this is important, the status. When advanced cost amortization is able, cost amortization is considered to determine whether the plan is in progress or complete. The field does not appear on forecast plans. Revenue plan type, forecast or actual. I've showed you that toggle switch on the plan button. This field is blank, catch-up period. This field is blank until a plan that has been on hold resumes. When the hold is removed, the value in the field is determined by the default catch-up period, accounting preference. The field may remain blank, or it may be set to the current period or the first open period. Alright, you can read the rest there. Reforecast method determines how future periods are adjusted when revenue recognition plans are recalculated. This field does not appear on forecast plans. Recalculation adjustment period offset. Empty unless the forecast method is manual. Okay, so if it's automatic, it's not going to be relevant. This field appears only on forecast plans. It's not on the actual plans. Eliminate, if this box is checked, the source of the revenue element for the plan is an intercompany transaction. Alright, and then the second tab, your planned revenue subtab. This subtab has two subtabs. There are planned revenues and previous revenue plans. The previous revenue plan subtab includes link to previous versions and displays the date of the change. When the accounting preference enabled advanced cost amortization is checked, a third subtab is added called cost amortization plan. Okay, here is an example that has more detail in it. You'll see here's amounts, total recognized, remaining balance. Alright, and here you can see there is the plan revenue, previous plans. There you can see the detail of the previous plan, and then there's the cost amortization for the sales costs. Alright, so here are our field. Plan period, the period that revenue is expected to be recognized, amount, the amount to be recognized for the period on this line, line exchange rate, the value reflects the plan exchange rate, journal, link to the revenue recognition journal entry when revenue has been recognized in the period, posting period, the revenue recognition journal entry was posted, deferral account linked to the account register for the deferral account, the account value is derived from the revenue element, recognition account linked to the account register for the recognition account, date executed, date of the revenue recognition journal entry is recognized. When this box is checked, a manual journal entry must be created to recognize revenue. The revenue plan is not included on the Create Revenue Recognition Journal entry page for the period in this line. The source from which the revenue element is created cannot be deleted when this box is checked. Important. You can edit this field only when revenue has not yet been recognized for this line. Or alternatively, if revenue has been recognized, you can go and delete that revenue recognition journal, and then you will be able to delete the revenue. The percentage of revenue recognized or recognized for the period, the cumulative percentage total recognized, the cumulative percentage of revenue recognized as of the period, total recognized, the cumulative amount versus percentage, period comments, actual revenue plans only. This field contains optional comments about manual changes to the revenue plan in a specific period. Really important to fill this, because when there's lots of these plans around, you're not going to remember the detail. When changes in the revenue plan header cause unrecognized lines to be recreated, this field is cleared. If this field is cleared, its contents are available in the previous revenue plan subtab. Forecast plans display only the plan period, amount, deferral account, and recognition account. All revenue plan fields and fields on the planned revenue subtab are available for search.